What's up, y'all? Hey, let me tell you this story. God put it on my heart, and I'm just telling you just to tell you that how God works. All right, God had a calling on my life, but at the same time, God's saying, Greg, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. So He blessed me. God really truly blessed me through football. So as a kid, He telling me you're going to the NFL, you're going to the next level. But at the same time, as a kid, I'm thinking, how I'm gonna get to the next level? But the thing is, God said, lead not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge me and I shall direct that path. And He put peoples in your life and in your path on when you coming up. So when I was coming up, so I'm thinking, okay, He gave me a dream that I'm gonna play football. Well, who I'm gonna follow? Man, let me tell you how smooth God is. I was blessed with two people in my life that I followed their footstep on me being in their rearview mirror, and I'm looking at their life on how they go. So God blessed me in a family where I had a guy, Darren Connor. His grandmother married my grandfather, so that kind of like put me and Darren together, where that make us family. So Darren was a good athlete, but when I tell you this guy can run, he can fly. Sideline to sideline, but at the same time, I'm watching this person, man. I watch his steps, I watch his moves, I watch how he lived his life, and God kind of like molded me into focus on him. So as I got older, I think I was probably in the fifth or sixth grade. It was this another person, Demetrius Wells. So I'm gonna call him Mishaw, but his name Demetrius Wells. Darren is Darren Connor, but I'm calling him DC. So God put these two people in my life. But when I first seen Mishaw play sports or seen him as a person, man, they both had this light on them where I know I had no other choice but to follow I won't say follow in their footsteps, because I couldn't feel their shoes, because what they did, I couldn't do it. But at the same time, I'm watching their life as it unfolds to be who they are. You already knew these two guys right here, these are the two best athletes I ever seen in my life from a naked eye. This guy, Mishaw, this guy can run. I won't even say run, this guy can fly. And when I say can jump out the gym. But man, when I tell you, I watched his life from a rear view in my life. And so when God showed me DC and Mishaw, like these the guys that's gonna carry you to a whole nother level. But at the same time, a whole nother level how can they carry me to a whole nother level when they're 5 years older than me, 3 years older than me, but I'm behind them. I like carrying them to another level, and my opinion of coming up is that I gotta be in the same grade they in. But it don't work like that. Let me tell you, man, when I watch Mishaw story from him playing basketball, him running track, him playing football, man, it was so much a blessing in my life, and seeing all the people that's trying to talk to this guy. All the people trying to talk to him because he was such a great athlete and such a people person. I kind of like mold myself into being a people person, which God blessed me to be nice, blessed me to be cool. But to have this guy to follow in his footsteps. So life goes on. I'm a eighth grader, and they playing in high school, DC and Demetrius Mishaw. So I couldn't wait till like my eighth grade, seventh grade practice over so I can go to the high school practice. I want to see them practice. When I tell you I was a water boy, I was a true water boy. And I'm gonna tell you, I was a servant. I was a servant for Mishaw and a servant for DC. Whatever they needed on that field, me coming up, I'm right there to put water in their mouth. Oh, what you want me to get? I'm running back to the locker room. They need a butt pad, knee pad, mouthpiece, chin strap. Man, them guys could have told me go to the corner store and get me 4 sneakers and a jungle juice. I'm headed there, and I'm gonna bring it in. Let me tell you the good part about when God got a calling on your life and He put peoples in your life. And when I tell you I'm a servant, I felt like Daniel. He was a servant before he killed Goliath. These guys can say, go get this out the locker room, put this in my helmet. They eating on the field, hide this for me, hide that for me. That's me. That was me for them. But when I tell you, I cherish the moments, and I tell them all the time, I love you, man. I love you, man. And I truly, truly love them. But and me putting these two guys together and trying to cram it into like a 15-minute video, they deserve way more than that. If I really had to talk about each individual one, I had to at least spend 2 hours. But this is just a rough draft on the two people that motivated me so much to be a star, to be who I were. They made me. So going forward, my desire, when I came out of the 8th grade, and Mishaw was he was a 12th grader. Now listen, a freshman never played with the 12th graders. Never. But I made it my mission, that I wanted to play so bad with this guy. And I played I was the starting cornerback on Noshaway County High School football team while he was a senior. There's no way I should have never graced his presence or been on the same field he was on, but that's how determined that I was to be on that same field with him at the same time. And when I tell you, when I played corner, all he wanted me to do is play man to man. Because anything that got to go over the top ain't going to get there. And going forward, man, I played my whole season freshman. I cherished the moment that I played with him, but these guys motivated my life so much that I had no other choice but to go to the top. In basketball, man, when I tell you this guy, Demetrius Wells, Mishaw, and Darren Connor filled the stadium, filled the gym. DC played basketball too. DC ran track too. When I'm talking about fast, oh my, I ain't had no other choice but to be fast. After watching these people, I'm like, I gotta go train. Because if I'm following these footsteps, I gotta do what they do, say what they say, but I understand that God only made one DC, and only made one Mishaw, and he only made one G-Span. But at the same time, man, to be mentioned in DC or Mishaw, to be affiliated with them, even with my name coming up with them, man, it's a blessing. So God, listen to me, man. I thank you so much. I'm so blessed. But listen, and then on top of that, Mishaw left his senior year. He go to Jackson State. I'm still in high school, so I still got my 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade year. The whole time they come back on Friday nights to see me play. DC and Mishaw, man, I used to love to see these guys come back home and show me support. And then at the end of the day, boy, I thought I was on top of the world. After the game, these guys come give me a hug, and everybody watching them talk to me, they's like, that's our star. And you got 2 stars talking to a high school star, which was me. Man, guys, let me tell you, man, y'all don't know how much fuel y'all add to my fire on being who I'm supposed to be and do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm gonna tell you how this flip-flop. DC and Mishaw played Jackson State ball together. So DC left off and went. When I tell you when DC got to Jackson State, I can't even explain the records that he broke and how fast he was. Number 56 linebacker going sideline to sideline. And then you had number 47 at safety. Balling. I ain't had no choice. I tried to catch every Jackson State game I could, especially when Jackson State and Alcorn. I'm always, if you cut me right now, my blood gonna bleed tiger. Jackson State blue. So I leave. So you already know my next step. I'm going to Jackson State. First, I'm going to Jackson State because Mishaw and DC there. Went there. I'm finna catch Mishaw another year, so I'm trying to play. I'm trying to ball now. So I get there. And when I get to Jackson State, I signed with them. We get to the meeting room. Now listen, when you go into a black school, there's no way a freshman gonna be a roommate with a senior. I don't know how they made this happen or how it happened, but I end up being roommates. Mishaw picked me, a freshman, a nobody, to be his roommate. Now, you know, going to a black school and you're a freshman and you're a senior roommate, you must got some kind of dog that they see in you that you don't even see yet. Because right now I'm still a puppy. But at the same time, he may see a pit bull that I'm going to be, but I'm not there yet. Man, this man took me up under his wing. Now, I know the football Mishaw from high school. Now I get to know the college Mishaw, where we share thoughts together, pray together. And man, to pray with him, to be in his presence. Man, let me tell you, I'm a freshman. There's no way a senior, He'll go shopping, he'll come back, he'll say, Room Dog, I got some stuff for you, I got some food for you, eat whatever you want to eat. Man, you know, I never had that in my life. I never had that. I never had a man figure to put his arms around me, tell me I love you, dog. I got you, dog. Whatever you need, eat it. Let me tell you, he had my back. He had my back to the point where if I had to fight anybody on that team that's a senior, he gonna fight my battle for me. But that's how God put me in His presence, so He can guide me, build me to be that man He wanted me to be. But man, let me tell you, Mishaw, that your legacy, brother, still live through me. I bless people down here in Florida. I'm still training, still working these kids out. I got kids of my own. When I tell you I'm feeding them blood, it's just like you feeding a pit bull of blood. And that's what y'all fed to me. DC, you fed that to me. Man, let me tell you, to be in Mishaw present, his senior year, to go see him go through combine, see him do this, see him do that, see him roam sideline to sideline, and to call him my roommate, man, I thank God for the utmost respect for this man. Because without him, God putting him in my life, man, I don't know, I probably would have been good. I would have been strong. But to bring me up the way he did, and for me to watch his life and watch his steps and try to follow his steps, I was pulling for him before he even knew who I was. And to fast forward on, to move on with my football career, I meet and DC, I meet him when I'm with the Tampa Bay Storms. That's my homeboy. That's my blood. But when I tell you, man, when I tell you, this guy showed me so much love down here in Tampa, Florida. I played arena football with him, Tampa Bay Storm. Man, when I tell you I seen a professional at work, can do what he does, nice face, but straight dog. Mishaw the same way. Oh, they cool as hell when they around you. But when I'm telling you to compete, man, straight dog. DC, I love you, man. I thank you so much for what you brought into my life, poured into my life. But let me tell you about these two guys, though. See, that's why I say they both need damn near 2 hours apiece. Man, when I tell you, no matter what I needed, no matter what I wanted, man, Mishaw, here you go, brother. I mean, 50, 60, 70. He gave me money. Anytime I need to go home, homeboy, I'm going home. What time you out of class? I'm going back home with him. Hey, I'm leaving back out Sunday night at 3. Oh, we're going to leave out at 12. Be ready. He come through the house. He picked me up. Man, I appreciate that. I thank you so much. But, man, what y'all did, y'all put in me to give back to the other people, to the other kids that's coming up that's going to need help or didn't need it or didn't have it, that needed it. Man, I thank y'all so much. I truly, from the bottom of my heart. DC and Tampa, man, I thank you so much, man. Y'all gonna always be. I'm always gonna talk about you, man. And the reason I'm saying this because I'm showing people how God works and how God brings people in your life to carry you to one level and carry you to a whole nother level. And now I'm standing by myself tall, but I know I still got my dogs on the side of me that I can call up and say, hey man, how you doing? Hey man, I love you. Man, I try to stay in touch. I mean, listen, I text them the other day and told them how much I appreciate them. I text Mishaw and I text DC, and they coming from the bottom of my heart, man. I teach my kids, be respectful, say thankful. I'll always be thankful. Always say yes ma'am, no ma'am. Always. The more respect you give, the more respect coming back to you. So God, listen, I was raised with two lions, Mishaw and DC. When I tell you some blood-seeking lions, I'm a lion now. That's right, man. When I tell you, I'm bringing up some dogs too. I got some dogs too. There's some dogs down here that's gonna be good. That's gonna do good. But I just admire how y'all took me up under y'all wing, man. And never showed me no. I mean, anytime that I came around, you always showed me love. You always showed me, man. And just the other day, I talked to Mishaw probably about 3 weeks ago. When we got off that phone, he said, man, you know I love you, right? Man, I know that, man. I know it. And it make me tear up. It make me tear up because that's genuine. That's real. That's real love that DC have for me, that Misha have for me, man. I just want to acknowledge y'all, man, and say thank you for the day that I'm on this earth until the day I die. I'm gonna keep doing what you put in me, or what you showed me, or what I saw you do. And coming up as y'all did, man, y'all never knew that I'll be the person that say what I say. But I'm here, and I am, and I love you, man, from the bottom of my heart. Man, listen, number 47, let me tell you, I'm always with you, but let me tell you one thing that I got that I know you won't. Your senior year, when you left Jackson State, man, I wore your football helmet for 4 years, and that football helmet is now at home with me. Number 47, your helmet. In DC, what I got that can't nobody take from me, man, my daughter, 15 years old, her name is Connor Span. Man, I love y'all. Share this video. Share it, man. Let everybody know. Let everybody know what I think of you all, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate everything you do, man, from the bottom of my heart. This G Span, baby, I'm out.